God bless you. Welcome to another episode of I Am Tired of Church. Did you know that God is not, he is not a Republican, nor is he a Democrat. I don't think God is involved in politics. It amazes me how many Christians and churchgoers are so involved in politics. Wow. They say, you know what? God put that person there. God put that person there. We voted. Who cares? I'm neither Republican, Democrat, so whatever it is, socialist, libertarian, whatever is out there, whatever new name is out there, a new category that you place yourself into to create this club. But that's what we're doing. If you was to ask church-going Christian believer, hey, in heaven, will there be more Republicans or more Democrats? Oh, there'll be more Republicans for sure. I guarantee that's what they'll say. You have these Christian believers who know more about their political party and about whoever's running for whichever seat than they do know about their own faith. When you bring up Christ and to talk about Christ, they don't really want to talk about that because we don't want to talk about that. We'll do that on Sunday. Oh, but you bring up a politician, bring up Obama. Oh my goodness, those who love him will be like, he's the greatest thing. Those who hate him, he's the worst thing. He's there because God put him there. Plain and simple. And you know what? Whoever wins the next election for president, it's because God put him there. Okay, we have this thing where we believe we have to also be part of a party. Like being a Republican or being a Democrat is part of being a Christian. It's two distinct things. One is from the world and one is spiritual. But obviously we have turned the church system into more of the world system, where it's kind of like the same party. People in one church are expected to vote a certain way. Why is that? Because that politician holds the same values? It's a shame how many people would go vote and they'll say, I'm going to vote straight party. And you got a guy who you never heard of, just because they have an R by their name or a D by their name, you vote for them. You don't know who they are. Oh, they have the R, they must believe what I believe. That is stupider than a person who doesn't vote. That is plain dumb. But we have to get involved in politics. We have to make sure America remains Christian. I got good news for you. America is becoming more secular every day. Okay, and why is that? Well, it's because the church no longer has an impact. See, the church has become like the system. It has created a dividing line, even within the church. But we take this party thing, we believe that Democrats are one way and Republicans are one way. You have to believe this if you want to fit in this box. We take that, and it's no different than we do with God. We put God in a box, and we say God has to believe that. If you ask a person, you think God is a Republican or a Democrat? Well, if you ask a Democrat, well, he would have voted Democrat. Do you believe Jesus Christ would have voted Republican or Democrat? You ask a Republican, oh, Republican for sure. I think Jesus would have walked right by the toll booth and kept going. He probably would not got involved in those things. He probably would have gave some interesting parable. A very interesting parable. Right by the toll booth as people are walking in. And it'll have to do with somehow it becoming a dividing thing. Sheep and goats type of parable. God is not involved in politics. God's hand is involved in our lives individually, not as a nation. Oh, this is a Christian nation. No, it's not anymore. At one time, maybe a lot of the founders were Christian, and maybe they weren't. I don't know. Are there Christians here? Yes, there are a lot of Christians. But it doesn't mean that we have to vote a certain way or set ourselves exclusive and not be that person who's making an impact in other people's lives. We separate and we put this wall around us. We believe this, we believe that. I'm a Democrat, you're not. And then on top of that, you have these people who worship these political figures, and they loathe and they hunger to debate people. They go on forums debating people. They'll go to work debating people. They look to prove their point. Something they must have heard on the radio or from somebody else, and they're just repeating that. The national debt, XYZ. Abortion, XYZ. Stimulus package, XYZ. The war against ISIS, XYZ. They loathe, and they come in there with this desire to argue. Bro, that is carnal. That is not even spiritual. Alright? That is not even spiritual. You have more passion for your political figure and for your political party than you do a passion for loving people. And that right there is a shame. We have to love people, not go in there loathing to argue with them, to prove a point, to feed your ego. And that's all I got to say about you crazy political Christians who want to argue. And you're the same person who might say something like this: we should just nuke the Middle East. Nuke them all. You know how stupid that sounds? How hateful? But you speak it from the heart, those who say that. Nuke all the Middle East. How stupid can you be? And how hateful. Brother, you need to repent if that's you. Come to Christ. And know that His grace and what He did is enough for you and for the whole Middle East too. May God bless you. And don't ever forget that what Jesus Christ did is enough.